46. Boggs and Pineapple Phillips on the call. A couple of roster adjustments. No Jonji, no Sonic, Nyx, and Summy in for the Bad News Bears. Just change things slightly, and Mythic will start off with the opening pick. Truck Lover being engaged upon in halls. Boo might swing around, has a backstab, but Summy, but Truck Lover still nails Boo first. Hate comes in. Bomb will not be planted. Nyx cannot get it down to dirt. Steal there as well, but all the way up on Cat. No real help for his teammate. Will get planted now. That is a victory, but can they hold the line? Does not look likely. All up to Joshua Steele Nissan, and he gets totaled by Flom. Mythic with the pistol round win, but still that bomb plan for Bad News Bears means something can come from this next round.
The best of a bad situation, a 2 versus 4, and yet Steele selflessly defends his teammate from Cat. Gets a kill for his troubles as well. Of course, that bomb plant is incredibly important and does facilitate a forced buy into round 2. Galil's coming through, Boo and Summy. Nyx as well. Steele also purchasing one. Umar going for the Deagle with utility instead. It's a smart call. They now have the danger in rifles and the utility for a bit of a set play as necessary. Of course, we also have to mention the maps. We didn't get to mention them in the pre-show. It is Mirage, Overpass, and Inferno as the decider. 3 mainstay maps for NA ECL, and all 3 potentially going to be seen tonight. Mythic. Investment is rifle heavy for them. 4 rifles, 1 of them being a FAMAS, 3 of them being A1S, or 1 of them being an A1. Yeah, 3 of them being A1Ss. Excuse me. Math is hard. And Freakazoid on the MP9. There is 1 kit as well for Flom, so they're covering all of their bases. Question is, can Bad News Bears find the headshots necessary with the Galils?
Double dink's always nice. This flank from Freak, though. This is where things get really scary for Bad News Bears. They're all hemmed in towards mid. It's a pretty solid A-hold from Mythic as well, given the positioning. Freak, can the backstab work? Freebie, but Steele has picked up the player towards halls, or rather towards ramp. Steele gets, or rather Freak gets another dink, though. That's Nyx to fall. That's a lot of damage done with the MP9. A flash into, bomb goes down, but Freak charging through will get dropped. Cooper trades it out. Up to Boo and Steele, both around half HP. Up on top of triple. Steele gets 2. The headshot's coming through with a Galil. It's all up to Truck Lover. He's been spotted out towards Khan. Both players severely wounded. Steele in 1-shot range, depending on where it lands. No kit for Truck Lover. It's down towards CT, where Steele makes his home over by the trash can. Right side, gun barrel will show, but Boo swings out and saves the day. And that is the beauty of the pistol round bomb plant on the T side. The force buy works, but it's Steele with the big old clutch.
Steele with a massive round coming out of him. He had 4 kills and was on for the ace until Boo stole the very last one. He might have not been present in Counter-Strike for a little while, but he definitely honed his skills in with Valorant. He maintained his form. In fact, might have even improved on it as well. 4 rifles and a MAC-10 now for Bad News Bears, and Mythic scrounging together whatever they can. Pistols for 3, one of them already being dispatched in towards Palace. On the truck taking the other 2, and Freakazoid going to continue his tear with that SMG. The MP9 finding Boo this time over towards the Palace halls. He's just at an even man count of 4 versus 4, but Bad News Bears still a hefty advantage as we enter the mid-round. Again, 3 rifles and a MAC-10 versus 1 AK on a compromised Freakazoid, a scout, and 2 pistols. I say just a scout, but Cooper does find the brains of Omar. And the pistol of Flom towards Catwalk has an opportunity, doesn't quite seize the day. But Nyx is having trouble over towards B in the meanwhile.
Very low in the fan. Truck Lover pushing. Flash actually blinds Nyx. It kind of saves Truck there. Allows Flom to come through and finish off the very wounded player. And now that's another upgrade for Mythic. An AK in the hands of Freak and something for Truck, perhaps just a MAC-10. Flom has been spotted though. There's the scout tag plus a bag. Cooper doubles down. Steele with 1. And he has the clutch in a 1v4. Adds a second, but he's down to just below half at 39 HP. Cooper and Freak. Cooper has to do it all essentially here. 1 shot with the scout will finish off Steele. Freakazoid so low on health. And no utility for the CT side. Steel not spotted. Gun barrel, now they know exactly where he is. Cooper hoping he peeks the right angle. Freak clearing up on the side. Steel's on the right angle, but the timing goes against him, and Freakazoid will mop up the last kill. Mythic strike back again. The bomb plants keep coming for Bad News Bears. It's 3 for 3, getting it down and getting that payday. However, they don't exactly have a lot right now. It might be best to go for a half buy. Although the money for Mythic's in that vulnerable state, it's such a tantalizing prospect to go for the full investment if you're the T's.
It's a scrappy start, and these scrappy starts normally do favor the T side. The question is, will they be prudent? And the answer has been given to us. No pause for thought. Instead, it's straight into a force buy once more. 3 Galils, an AK, a MAC-10. There's no player falling back on a pistol to buy utility like we saw in round number 2. Instead, it's going to be brute force attempted by the Bad News Bears. They have 2 smokes, 2 flashes, 4 rifles, and a dream. Team Mythic, they invested all, as you mentioned they should. Cooper has the op in hand. There's 4 rifles surrounding. There's a kit as well for Hate. This is a hefty advantage for Mythic. Bad News Bears seem hell-bent on sowing some chaos. Steel as well has been out of the gates swinging in this one. He found a kill in the first, 4 in the second, and 2 in that third. He's not showing any signs of slowing down either. He's got an AK in hand, the hero AK at that. Has that smoke and, of course, that very wrinkly brain that he's known for. Flom, though, starts things off right for Team Mythic. A good headshot. Freakazoid, a second with the AK on Debut. Steel now in the apartments, caught between 2. 1 towards Cat, 1 towards the bench. That's Truck Lever doing so much damage. Summy on the catwalk lurking. Will find 1 and a second. Okay, the Galil again shining, this time in Summy's hands. We do have a 3 versus 3 as we transition to another point. Freakazoid, a hero on the AK, does find 1 on the catwalk. Summy takes it down at long last, but Hate, in the meanwhile, loses ground towards the market. Steel and Umar left to hold off this retake attempt. Cooper and Freakazoid, the brothers. Umar finds the first. The second is heard towards market. Cooper, a 1 versus 2. He's not known for his use of the M4. Can he pull it off? Tag, not quite the kill. There we go. It's secured, and Steel's on 13. It's doable. Cooper, he has the kit. He has the nade, but it's too deep. He still recovers. He finds the kill on the Steel swinging, and he'll get the defuse to boot. Mythic, at long last, string 2 rounds together.
But a very costly round victory, Nate. They only have 1 survive. It is the op saved, sure, but look at the overall cash amounts on Mythic. It's not good. It's still very bleak, and Bad News Bears with another opportunity to try and force into it. Instead, they'll go for the half by the more prudent course of action. Deagle's on 3, maybe a 4th. Nope. Steel will opt for the P250, a little bit of extra utility. Somebody going Glock and a lot of util, maybe looking to try and get towards the top more early than otherwise, although Umar has quite a bit of cash as well. Bad News Bears going for a fast A play. Smokes in, utility flying through. Flashbangs out. M4A1 from Hate at Ticket will try and punch some tickets down the river Styx, but he only gets 1 before he's put down by Boo. Umar charging in as well. Steel falls to Freakazoid in the interim. Cooper shuts down another, but another bomb plant looming, and it will be successful. That's 4 rounds, or 5 rounds actually, bomb plants in all of them. That's incredibly successful for Bad News Bears, despite the fact they only have 1 round on the board.
I was going to mention it. It's been a very bomb plant heavy game thus far. 5 for 5 on bomb plants puts the T-side economy in a very good spot heading into the first rifle round proper. Umar is going to get out the op. We're going to have AK surrounding. Very good utility as well. Umar's lacking a little bit here and there, sure, but other than that, it's immaculate for the T-side. Everything they could desire. And Mythic, they have a very similar buy on the board for themselves and a bit of money saved up as well, but given Bad News Bears' propensity for finding bomb plants, they should have a very solid chance in round number 6.
Freak gets that first entry out towards middle and dodges the op of Umar, backs in towards connector, drops that smoke forward to recover the retreat, and Mythic will escape with a 1-man advantage very early on in this round, 25 seconds elapsing. Umar getting tagged a little bit, and Freak still on the hunt. Might spot Summy, will now, but loses that fight. Headshot from the AK. Superior to body shots from the A1S. Truck Lover might spot a gun barrel, but he backs into ladder, playing a little more passive. Good idea. Molly flushes him up. Flash goes forward. 3 in towards mid. The couple starting to go through con. Umar covers the smoke and goes up, but the up from Cooper. 1 and 2 knocks him down. Hate chimes in for a third. It's up to Steel now in a 1v4 again. This time, though, the buys much more even and much more powerful on both sides. Cooper, be careful, son. Don't get caught. He backs out. And Nate, Steel does not really have anywhere to go. There's no open space.
But he's played it perfectly. He got out from connector at the millisecond that Op stopped watching. He finds the player ramp, but can't quite flick around quickly enough. Good trade from Cooper. Good spacing between him and his counterpart towards ramp. But Steel is already proving to be a menace. He started off hot, as we've highlighted time and again. He's finding very good timing. He's already proving that his intelligence has not left as he did to go play Valorant. He's already shown that he has the makings of a top-tier player. He's reading the game incredibly well, and granted, his team did not do well in that round. I will say it's an opping diff. That was a very, very big miss from Umar, as Cooper was exposed the entire time top ticket, and Umar got a shot off as well, yet he could not land it properly. So there are very, very big signs Mythic could crumble here if Steel's given an opportunity. Round 7, though, is upon us, and it is pistols for the T side. And an aggressive play towards B. Is that truck good for one? Nix finds a trade, and Flom now it's his turn it back towards Cowlick. He'll find one in spam, but can't quite connect with the second. Players up onto the site. Bomb plant will be attempted. I think it will be guaranteed at this stage. Molly comes in too late, and Boo as well could do some damage towards the van. Through the smoke, he'll tap Hate, and Steel does drop Flom as well. Things are now getting dicey, and quite quickly at that. Steel, Catwalk can't quite find the flanker. Boo, he does trade. But Cooper, again in the clutch in the 1v1, does get it done. Defuse very quickly comes through, and it's a 6th on the board for Mythic.
It is a very CT-centered map in Mirage, but at the same time, Bad News Bears, a couple of recent wins in their 2 times played against Forsaken and Timberman. So that's not bad teams to beat, especially Forsaken for that matter. But Mythic's doing very good on a very puggy map so far. Pick of the Bad News Bears, overpass picked into by Mythic. Definitely, though, the opping diff has played a factor into the early going here on map 1. Another thing, too, Mythic seem a lot more comfortable in rotations. Now, Mirage is a map everyone should be comfortable playing. Everyone should be able to pick up a pug team and be like, all right, cool. We'll be all right here. But Mythic are doing a little bit better, especially on the rotations and the retakes. That's a very aggressive peek, though, by Truck Lover. And that's going to open up a lot of space towards apartments. Something that Bad News Bears can definitely use to sweat out Mythic here. With a lot of time available on the clock at 119. Maybe even force an early rotation out mid, somewhere for them to pick off one and make it a lot more easy to deal with.
Definitely could. Bad News Bears, that's the call. We're approaching that minute mark. Very mid-centric play. 4 players here, 1 looking for that towards A. If I had to guess, this is going to be an A split. Yacht towards Catwalk, tags the nade bags. Good kill coming in from Cooper as he drops Steel. And that brainy veteran we talked about in the pregame. Hate towards ramp, takes contact, falls away, smokes as he should. Freakazoid now towards jungle as well. Is holding for this split. Flash comes through. No contact proper taken as of yet. Umar has been hurt. Freakazoid presses the issue, finds the kill. Cooper as well drops Boo. That's the mid part of the split taken down, and Hate towards default is the final nail in the coffin, finding the double onto the final 2 of the Bad News Bears squad. It's nothing but bad news for this T side as they have yet to get the ball rolling beyond that first upset win in round number 2.
Nice little team play and combination there from Mythic. The brothers Abadir doing some good work, and of course the rest of the squad chiming in well too. Timeout being called early by Bad News Bears. It's not exactly early considering the fact it's a 7-1 scoreline, but it's a good time. It's better than waiting until it's too far gone. They can buy into this round as well. I don't know what the answer is for BNB though right now, because they've walked into A, they've walked into B, they've walked into mid, and each and every time either they get a bomb plant or they get obliterated, as we saw in the last round. The bomb plant more likely. But now Mythic is starting to get a little more into their groove. They're starting to gain some more confidence. They're taking fights and they're winning fights. Fights that Bad News Bears are not winning. They're not barely even having any impact here. Mythic are definitely looking pretty strong here in the early going. And actually, Nate, forgive me, this was a pick by Bad News Bears. I thought this was a Mythic pick.
It's the Bad News Bears pick. Steal. Starts things off right for his team again. I talked about him shining individually. Still very much is. He's the only reason his team is having chances in these rounds. Nice double. Finally taken down by Hate, but Boo picks up where his teammate left off via a push in from A-Hall. Flom and Truck Lover, the last two to pick up the pieces. Flom finds the first, picks up the old boom stick from his teammate's corpse. Looks to further the damage as well. I say that, he actually doubles back. Is the call? Probably exits for Mythic at this stage if I had to guess. But Truck Lover does even it up rather early in this retake, and Flom finds second on the Nyx. It's just Boo now below the balcony. He says Boo scares Flom out of the round, but can he find the second? He's going to dance delicately around the site looking for it, but Truck Lover, his aim is better. He'll find the kill. He'll grab the kit. Never mind, he already had one. And he'll stick the defuse to boot. 8-1. This was a dicey round that could have gone either way. In fact, the closest round in quite a while. It is a round that Mythic win nonetheless. The op recovered as well. Things looking very good for the CT side.
Incredibly good. Truck Lover initiating that retake. Flom chiming in with a big second kill. And then the clutch coming through. That was a very dangerous 1v1. One that hung on a very thin thread. But Mythic able to bring it over the line. 8 now in the last 9. That's a great metric for Mythic. And even more so, the fact they're on a streak of now 7 rounds in a row. And there's a freebie on to steal from Cooper on that op. Very up close and personal. Has a teammate with his brother, as a matter of fact. So no doubt about who's watching his back. Bad News Bears in a downward spiral. This gun round does not go their way. It will get even worse. Cooper makes it even more difficult to get anything out of this round. The spray from Freak. One more kill. Diving forward, but Hate has the frag before Freak can even get there. Tetris might be a call-out on this map, Nate. Bad News Bears are getting Tetrised by Mythic.
Certainly are. And it feels like the strat book for Bad News Bears is shallow. At this point, they're just going for what even showed a semblance of opportunity. Going again, I think a second round in the row, where Steel just presses Connector as the entry. You can't just operate off of individual performances like that alone. And I'll be honest, Bugs, I have no idea what's going on with Bad News Bears. I looked at Twitter. Summy, it says he's a player for Bad News Bears. I don't know if he's a sub or if he's an actual fifth. So there's so much up in the air for me on this Bad News Bears side. I'm left with more questions than answers thus far in this matchup.
Yeah, I agree, man. With Janji and Sonic, it's a completely different matchup too. And well, there's a kill and 2 kills going one way, and then the other. Cooper stabilizing things. The op making a third. Yummy eco frags for Cooper's op. That's just a exit for Steel, realistically speaking. Very difficult road back in, and Cooper will net the quad with some good opping work from top of ticket.
Net
double
his
digits.
20th in the game.
Oh my gosh, Cooper!
He's at 20-2.
The next closest is Steel and Freakazoid with 12 each.
That's a tough pill to swallow. Not really sure what to make of it, honestly. Cooper's had multiple, I think, 3Ks, 4Ks. Made it look easy from Ticket more than once. Misses that, okay, an uncharacteristic miss. Caster's Curse, I said made it look easy. This is an easy one. He'll survive to fight another day. Summy again pressing in middle instead of Steel this time around, bottom connector. And it seems like Bad News Bears are just trying to go mid round after round, and they can find some good inroads in the early goings, but the translation from there, whether it's an A split, a B split, or something similar, just does not pan out. They have not created any sort of actual direction from it. The op again misses for Cooper, and that's him and Flom's undoing. Summy and Steel find 1 and 2. A third was found earlier in the round as well. Just Hate and Truck Lover to pick up the pieces. Player in towards jungle has no luck. Boo takes him down from the A site, and that leaves the B anchor and Truck Lover in the 1 versus 5. His team does have a good bit of cash in the bank, so he could, I guess, try something here, but it would behoove him to save a weapon. He and Freakazoid are rather low on cash, and there are still a couple rounds left to play. This is round number 12. We have 13, 14, and 15 to round out the half. He will at least attempt something. Dancing in towards ramp. He'll get spotted. Find a clear kill either. It's a clean one for Bad News Bears, and finally a second on the board after 9 rounds. Absent. The question is, even with the final 3 rounds in this half, will it be enough?
It's a very tall task to climb back into this one. They could use a few more rounds like that. A few more missed shots from Cooper would not go unwelcomed by the Bad News Bears. So for Mythic, just keep doing what you're doing in the early going. Don't overextend. Don't over-aggress. Don't get overconfident. Bad News Bears are falling into the trap that is middle. They're just getting stuck in there, getting picked off one by one. Mythic just have to let Bad News Bears play their game plan, honestly, because what the Bad News Bears game plan has shown has been giving success to Mythic. So I don't think Mythic really needs to change anything but hold their sides like what they're doing right now. Just sit back, relax, and let the Bears come crawling to you. They got to find out what's in the picnic basket, Nate.
Yes, they do. Bad News Bears given mid-control more or less free. Mythic changing things up, as you mentioned, reining things in, getting a little bit less foolhardy, a little bit less confident. Bad News Bears, they have to make the decision. It looks like B is probably on the cards. The bomb is here in apartments. They're throwing flashes for somebody to get aggressive. But they aren't forcing the issue either. Flash is coming. Somebody's going to be the sacrificial lamb. But in the meanwhile, Boo does fall as well towards the A-hole. Steel and window will blindside 1. This is a commanding position to hold. The question is, can they pivot off of it? They're going to go towards connector. All 3 players now coming towards A. Hate is on the site. He's been a monster in this position in rounds prior, and he will start things off well here and now. He'll find 1. Steel catches a rotator shore. Umar, okay, now things look interesting. The double op take. But Hate, again, strikes, chimes in, and dashes the drains. It's just Steel alone. Pressuring in from the window now on A site-ish. Trying to find the first, trying to find something. These boxes. He'll find the first. 8 seconds left. The Glock in hand. True desperation setting in. The M4 recovered, but the round is not. Hate does secure it for the CT side. And Mythic are once again back in the winner's column.
Isolating that Bad News Bears round once again. Mythic get back in the winner's column. It takes another clutch, but Mythic will take the rounds any way they can. A very strong CT half will do wonders for them working into the T side of things. Bad News Bears can buy. They have the op for Umar, AKs and everybody else, utility as well, strong in hand. But overall, Mythic look like the more comfortable team, the more well-versed team, and Bad News Bears just look like they have the strat book the size of, I don't even want to say a 3x5 note card, Nate.
This definitely feels like a cobbled together team. This feels like a pug team.
Yeah.
Again, it looks like somebody's on the roster, just given his Twitter bio. That's what I'm, or sorry, X bio. That's what I'm resorting to right now. But I'm having to resort to X to figure out who's actually on the roster and who isn't. That's an issue. Seems like a lot is up in the air for this Bad News Bears team, and it is reflecting in their play style as well. Cooper, again, this time over towards balcony, where he's done a lot of the heavy lifting as well. Truck Lover a second in towards the apartments, getting aggressive. And if Bad News Bears don't get a bomb plant in this round, they're going to be destitute going into the final of the first half.
Already the round score is bleak enough. You go into it with a looming 13-2. Oh boy. That is
Okay.
a very, very poor start. There's another one from Cooper who continues his tear. Looks for a third. He will get shut down by Boo, who doubles up. 2v2. Bomb can cross to sight. Freak is half HP. Sitting in towards Ticket. Peeks out wide. One. That's a huge one. 1v2 though for Boo, who can get the bomb down. Rotations are here. Double nades. Truck Lover and Flom. Chuck them in, boys. Let the artillery rain through. Chunky 1. Flames for 2. And there goes Boo. Flom would have got him with the fire and the flames if he didn't get him with the guns and the bullets. So we'll grab an op, grab a defuse, and Mythic will claim 12. What is BNB's money going to be like going into round 15? It's not poor. It's not great. It's upper middle class. But again, the problem, Nate, that round score line, such a disparaging one for Bad News Bears. Even if they do get to 3 out of this half, what is the road to victory in half number 2?
It's a good question. Honestly, trying to make the best of a bad situation. If we saw this earlier, at least, we would have had some hope. Because they've done a good amount of damage to this Mythic economy at this point. It's been thoroughly pruned. Hate has an MP9. Truck Lover's lacking utility. If we saw this kind of damage earlier on, maybe there would have been some hope for Bad News Bears. Maybe they would have been able to break the CT economy. But as it stands, it does seem too little too late. They're being picked apart. The aggression from Mythic, the confidence, the comfort has been unchecked. They find 2 kills for the price of nothing. Nick's down to 54 as well. The op of Cooper is well placed in windows to find the op duel for free. Oh, he misses the elbow. But he's not punished for it. Finally, Umar does find something. 1 kill, but can they actually translate this into a round? It doesn't seem likely. Umar posted up. And Bad News Bears kind of just paralyzed. They have some control, but they aren't really moving.
Here comes the flashes in towards sight. Boo, looking to get something done as Hate runs away, gets caught in retreat, but Cooper strikes again. Of course it's Cooper to kick things off. Truck Lover another one, and he'll double it up. 13-2 as we head to the half.
Nothing but the fading light.
Was not a pretty start or a pretty debut for Bad News Bears, unofficially part 3 in the first half of ECL season 46. I'm Pineapple Phillips, joined by Boggs, and half 2 is upon us. Can they redeem themselves at the start of their own map pick in half number 2, or will they be very swiftly swept off into Overpass? We'll have to see. They are on the defense. It is the conventionally favored side, but Mythic have a bit of a fake setup, and this might pull the rotation of the defending side.
Only Nyx here, and he's going to take a tap, do a good amount of damage to Flom, but the site has been taken control over by Mythic. Cooper charging in, domes Umar. That's a big chunk of the firepower for Bad News Bears, already removed outside triple plant. Not going to be stuck just yet. Steal with one. Nyx removed by Truck Lover, and Boo comes in to level it at 3 apiece. Truck still trying to do some damage, but Cooper chimes in as well. He's picked up a P2 kick. Steel now last alive. Bomb on the floor. And so is Cooper. Truck Lover right there, though. And he runs Steel over. Guess it takes Steel to get rid of Steel, although he's a lover of Steel, and not exactly Steel himself. Still, he gets the job done, and Mythic will grab a 14th. Both pistol rounds converted by Mythic. And this is now a force for necessity's sake for Bad News Bears. They cannot afford to lose this round, or any of the next roughly 12.
It's very much do or die at this stage. We'll have to see if the scout can have the same impact that Cooper did in the first half. And as well could do a hefty chunk. We saw Freakazoid doing lots of damage with those SMGs early on. A lot of control early from Mythic. Up the catwalk they come. The Deagle is spotting from Van Shore. Kill. Nyx in toward the apartments is expected. Good kill from the MAC-10. And now Boo on the back of site has no room to work with. The second Deagle in apartments as well offers no safe haven. Umar, sure he'll find one in the chaos, but that's all he'll find. The steal. And he's caught in rotation by Freakazoid. 15-2 secured for Mythic. And this has been a dominant statement of a first map.
Well, it's not over yet, Nate. Mythic have one more force with a FAMAS, a Deagle, 2 Deagles, an MP9, and probably 3 Deagles. Steel? Okay, there you go. That would have been a mistake. Going into what is potentially the last round of map 1, your own pick mind. And having nothing but a USP and utility, I don't think that would have been good for the 19 and 15 man over on Bad News Bears. A contact from the T side, Freak with one, but Umar doubles it up. Nyx is still here as well. Nate can go in and do some damage. Counter utility from Mythic. And now Nyx is tagged down considerably low, but behind the fire, he will live for a brief moment in time before Cooper can make his way up connector and send Nyx down under. Umar around the smoke here, gets caught by the very same man, and Steel has to retreat back behind that smoke ticket booth. In comes Summy, though, and levels it at a 2-2 man count. The spray from Flom does no damage. Steel's chunked him down low. Danger bells are ringing for Mythic, but this is still very easily salvageable for them too. It's all down to timing like that. And it's up to Steel to stay alive.
Does Steel have nerves of steel in the 1v2? That's the question. He's going for the big brain play, rotating all the way around, making sure to walk so that no one, even in jungle, would have been able to hear him. It doesn't seem like they're expecting this quite yet. Timing, of course, is everything. Jumps down. Wasn't heard. Both players grouped up in the ramp. It is planted for them. Steel, a kit, a Deagle. And he has been hot in this one. Walking forward, checks underneath the first secured. Flom low on HP. Now Galil for Steel. He'll swing. He'll find a kill. It is a 1 versus 2 for Steel in the clutch to keep his team alive. He has been the shining star individually for his team. And he at least gives them a brief glimmer of hope in round number 18 as he prevents them from being shipped off onto Overpass.
Can you even consider it a glimmer? I go from saying matte paint to slightly glossy.
It would still be matte paint, I think. I don't think we're on to glossy yet. Slow down, Buckaroo.
like a tiny, tiny, tiny little. It's weak. It is looking bad for the Bad News Bears. Now, can they get a few more rounds on the board? Sure. Can they win 13 in a row and take it to overtime? Probably not. That would be a feat. And it does not start well. It's a clean opening duel 1 against Steel of all people. That is the worst possible person to lose early on. And Nate, I don't like to dogpile on players, but there is gonna have to mention Knicks. 1-17.
Oh, well, you hate the dogpile. I love the dogpile. Nyx is struggling. A lot of players are struggling. I feel like things just aren't clicking on this map, which is very unfortunate because this is the pug map of Mirage. Has me very worried going forward. Overpass is a map that requires a lot of team cohesion. So, things aren't looking great going forward. Freakazoid finding yet another in the round, this time towards A. He drops Nyx. Man, we mentioned. And there's no one even close to A. The bomb plant is uncontested. And this is going to be a very difficult 3 versus 5.
2 versus none. Well, it's over. Flurry of frags to end it all. And Mythic with a 16-3 curb stomp of the Bad News Bears on the Bears map pick of Mirage. The Pug map favored Cooper and company and not Flom and friends. Struggles for Nyx and Summy in particular. I believe a combined 8 kills for them, if not less. And that is a metric which you cannot overcome.